Welcome, guys. Welcome back to another recap slash review. And this series I haven't done in a while, but yeah, it came back strong to today. ThunderCats. Uh, yeah, it did. It really did, and it brought all my childhood memories back with two characters being reintroduced into this new ThunderCats universe. The new improved Jackalman and Monkeyan, also known as Kenar and Atticus. Uh, this was so good, guys. This was a really good episode. Now, the synopsis of this episode really is pretty simple. Uh, it's really simple, and basically, Mumra is he calls in help for two new generals because he's seeing that the lizards can't get it done. So he asks Slive to retrieve the two generals, Kanar and Atticus. That's Jackalman and Monkeyan. They have new names now. And each of these guys we've seen in peril, like from the get-go. Jackalman was in like some kind of, I guess, prison. He came off, like my bro says, like a sadist. He was all up in like almost like in a straitjacket. Like he's bloodthirsty in this, and I like this. I like the new Jackalman. He's not as cowardly and like he was in the old series. And Monkeyan, or I should say Atticus, man, he is huge. He puts the 80s Monkeyan to shame, and he was being captured by the bird people, I guess. And both, of course, Slive frees them. Also in this episode, guys, we saw what Lionel basically confronts Tigra and Chitara on their relationship. And you know what? No matter what, guys, you may say, you gotta feel more. You gotta be on Lionel's side for this, because he plays a good point. Because at first he goes off when he was stopping the lizards before. He basically says, I'm happy for you too. And Tigra says, that's real big of you. I'm real glad that you have me say that. We also get a tidbit of the kids, Wily Kit and Wily Cat, on their famous hoverboards, and this was really cool. We also see what we all believe was going to happen. Basically, the Burrows were going to make new arms for Panthro, and he does. They do. Fortunately, the first prototypes were Robo-Barrel arms, which he didn't want. Then they made them again. They made a second, and they went all haywires on him, and they started to attack him and things like that. They also can stretch. And then the second part, the third prototypes, I'll get into later. Basically, Lionel is basically saying that we all need to reunite. All the animals need to basically to come together to fight Mumra. That's the only way they're going to win this. We also see Lionel really training with the spirit stone he has now. He can make a shield out of it, like an energy shield, which is pretty cool. But then that's where he pretty much confronts Chitara. And he basically says to Chitara, I don't get it. You threw me all those signals. You were throwing me all these signals like you were with me and everything like that. Why? And she basically says, Jaga told me to watch over you. And she tells him, yeah, I believe you and everything like that. But Lionel is saying, like, it's how you went about doing that. It's how you went on, like, yeah, I'm with you. I have feelings for you. If basically Lionel was saying, if you would have told me up Jump Street that you had feelings, you believe in me, but my heart belongs to someone else, then it would have been no problem in a way. Even though, we never want to hear that I just want to be friends motto, but in a way you still had to feel for Lionel, and this was like, yeah. So in a nutshell, we saw that, and then we saw the Scythe, the three come together fighting Lino and the rest of the gang, Tiger and Chitara. And let's just say they really upped the ante now on Kanar and Atticus, Jackalman and Monkeyan. They really took it to the cats really well. I was very impressed at how they did it. I mean, Monkeyan or Atticus, I gotta keep calling him that now. He took out Chitara pretty well, and Kanar took out Tiger. He like there was one scene where Tiger was invisible, and he was like, "I can't see you," and then he went, "But I can smell you," and he did a Batman moment, pow, and it was over. I was like, "Oh, that was cool." They really shined in this episode. And that's when Panthro came with the new, improved, upgraded Thunder Tank, and Weller showed off his arms a little bit more. And then he basically said when they retreated, he told Lino, you have your bad days, kid. You lost the battle, but you didn't lose the war, kid. And Lionel's basically like, yeah, but their army now, Mumra's army is bigger now. It kind of is a loss for him, but this was a good episode, guys, and I really enjoyed this. This was episode 14, entitled New Alliances, and it was really good. I thought that the season was over. I thought it was only 13 episodes for this season, but no, it's not. The next episode premieres next week. I think it's called The Trial of Lino, Part 1. But other than that, it was really good. I really enjoyed this episode. If you saw it this morning, you guys tell me what you thought about this episode. I love the new Monkeyan and Jackalman, Atticus and Kanar. I can't wait to see when they bring in Vulture Man. Are they going to give Vulture Man a real name? Because I think it's cool that they've given them names now. I like the names Kanar and Atticus. Those are cool names, I think. But other than that, you guys tell me how you feel about this episode all around. How do you feel about, do you feel for Lino? Are you with Lino on Chitara should have came front with her relationship? How do you feel about him having the Spirit Stone and things like that? Give me all your info on this. I, for one, enjoyed this episode a hell of a lot. But other than that, guys, this is Mount Vernon Kid saying peace, one love, stay tuned, keep it real, guys. As always, on to the next.